I need to say something about my journey with food, because food is something that every human being needs and takes to himself. Food and drink, except there may be a few breatharians out there who live off light, but I would say that 99% of humans need food. And this is something that God took over in my life, because before I got COVID, I pretty much ate everything. I mean, I was a fitness trainer for about 30 years, so I did know something about nutrition, but I did drink alcohol quite often, and I pretty much ate what I thought to be healthy. But under that, I understood also to enjoy myself. I would have no problem with eating meat, and I would have no problem with eating sweets, and I would have no problem with drinking a delicious wine regularly. But my life was balanced, I thought. And when I got so sick, there were months, and I mean really months, I could not eat. When I ate, I got so sick, I had such pain that I would lay down in bed and just cry. And I started asking God, because at that time I was not such a close person to God. And that's when God started showing up in my life with signs. And I mean really literal signs, like the cross in my fence or other things which happened also on my body. And He started showing me how to eat. This is not something that I read in the book, or which at that time I couldn't even read. I could hardly speak. I wouldn't even answer the phone because I had such a hard time breathing that I would be so embarrassed and I would just hang up. So this is a journey now of years I'm talking about. And God showed me the simplicity, and this is the word, the key word, the simplicity of what to eat. And that's how it started. After months of not eating and just drinking and having a little piece of fruit or bread so that it would not hurt so much, God started showing me how to make my own food. And at that time, it was mostly with potatoes, but it relatively quickly went into a vegan lifestyle. Now, this is not something that I ever pursued before, but it happened because God would show me. He showed me how to make vegan cheese, vegan dishes, vegan milk. Some of you who follow me know the phase I went through. And this has kept on in my life pretty much the past years, but it has intensified so much because God keeps showing me how food affects our spiritual life as well. Food and drink. I have completely changed the way I drink as well. I would say most of everything is only water with flavoring or teas. And I will drink a glass of wine every few days, but not because I feel like I need it, simply because I like the taste. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because Jesus turned water into wine. The problem with alcohol is if you take it to an excess, just like with sugar. Sugar is, I would say, one of the biggest culprits out there to kill man. Sugar is definitely something natural, and taken in natural ways. Like now I have only date sugar or coconut sugar, things which are of nature and minimally processed, because God keeps showing me all of these things and how they affect our body, but also our mind and our spirit. They go together. And I would say that I'm about 80% raw vegan now, because God shows me this, and I love it. I love the way that I eat and prepare my foods, because raw vegan is definitely not boring. There's much more you can make, and it's so much more satisfying than cooked processed foods. For most of you, this will not make sense because you live in the normal standard diet. But I let go because of all the pain and suffering I had. And I said, God, you show me how you want me to eat and live. And that's what I'm doing. So this might not be for everyone, of course, but I'm showing you and telling you what God led me to do, because it saved my life. And I love the way that I feel.